Hi everyone! In this video, we're going to learn about the circumference of a circle. So what it is? How do we calculate it? Don't worry, it's simple and I explain to you step by step. The circumference of a circle is the distance around the outer edge or boundaries of the circle. It is essentially the perimeter of the circle. The formula. There are two common formulas to calculate the circumference. First, using radius. C equals to 2 pi r. Second, using diameter. C equals to phi times d.
Now, how can we calculate the circumference of a circle if we are given a radius? So if we are given a radius in a circle, we can use the formula circumference is equals to 2 pi r, or C is equals to 2 times pi times r. So before we dive into our solving, always remember that pi is constant and it is the ratio of a circle circumference. Now let's dive into our solving. We have a circle with a given radius of 10 cm. So for our formula, we will use the C is equals to 2 pi r. So first step, we will write the formula. So for our formula, we will use the C is equals to 2 times pi times r. After that, we will replace the r to a number value, which is 10. So we can write C is equals to 2 times pi times 10. After that, we can multiply it together. 2 times 10, it will give us 20. So we can write C is equals to 20, then bring down the pi, and then add the unit measure, which is centimeter. So this is one way we can write the circumference, and this is called writing in terms of pi. Meaning, we can write our number in front of the pi and add the unit of measure, which is centimeter. So for our answer here, we have C is equals to 20 pi centimeter. We can also write our circumference in a decimal form using the approximate value of pi, which is 3.14. First step is to write the formula, which is C is equals to 2 pi r. And then, in the second step, we should replace the equals to approximately, then pi to 3.14, and then radius, which is 10. And then after that, it will give us C approximately 2 times 3.14 times 10. And if we multiply it together, it will give us an answer of C is approximately 62.8, then add the unit of measure, which is centimeter. So this is how we can calculate the circumference of a circle if we are given a radius. So do you need more examples? Let's move on to the next example. Number 2 example, we have a circle with a given radius of 12. So with the same formula, we have C is equals to 2 pi r. Then replace the r to number value. It will give us C is equals to 2 pi 12. And then let's multiply 2 times 12. So it will give us C is equals to 24. Then bring down the pi and add the unit of measure, which is centimeter. So let's write our circumference in a decimal form. So with the same formula, we have C is equals to 2 pi r. And then let's replace the equals to approximately, pi to 3.14, and then r to 12. So it will give us C is approximately of 2 times 3.14 times 12. So if we will multiply it together, it will give us C is approximately of 75.36 centimeter.
Now, I will give you some examples about radius circumference. So the first example is, the given situation is, Lisa has a round plate. The radius is 4 cm. What is the circumference of the plate? We're gonna use the formula of circumference equals 2 times pi times radius. So the pi is equivalent to 3.14. So the first step is circumference equals 2 times 3.14 is equals to 6.28. So, 6.28 times 4 is equals to 25.12 centimeters. So, the answer is the plate circumference is 25.12 centimeters. So, now I will give you another example. So, Tom drew a big circle. Its radius is 6 centimeters. What is the circumference of the circle? So, again, we're gonna use the formula of circumference is equals to 2 times pi times radius. So, the pi is equivalent to 3.14. So, the radius is 6 centimeters. So, the solution is circumference is equals to 2 times 3.14 times 6. So, first is we're gonna times the circumference and the pi. So, 2 times 3.14 is equals to 6.28. So, the next step is 6.28 times 6. So, the answer is 37.68 meters. So, the answer is the circumference of the circles is 37.68.
So these are the examples on how we can find the circumference of a circle using the formula of C is equals to 2 pi r.
Since you already know what is circumference and a different formula to solve it, let's try to solve some problems. Let's use the formula of C equals pi times d. Again, C is for circumference and pi is 3.14 and the d is for diameter. The first one is 8 centimeter. So as you can see, we are given a diameter here. To solve this, C equals pi times d. C equals 3.14 times 8. So the answer is 25.12. So let's try more.
Number 1. The problem is you have a round plate with a diameter of 10 centimeters. The formula we use is C equals to pi times d. To find the circumference or the distance around the edge of the plate, we multiply the diameter by pi, which we round to 3.14. So, after we multiplied, the edge of the plate is about 31.4 centimeters all the way around. Number 2. The problem is you measure a hula hoop and the diameter is 80 centimeters. The formula we use is C equals to pi times d. To find how far it is around the whole circle, we multiply by pi. So, C equals to 3.14 times 80. After we multiply the C equals to 3.14 times 80, the circumference is about 251.2 centimeter, which is the total length around the hula hoop.
So these are the formulas that we can use to find the circumference of a circle. So again, with the first formula, we have C is equals to R times the diameter, and C is equals to 2 times pi times the radius. So I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.